Located on the southeastern coast of France, on the Mediterranean Sea, at the foot of the French Alps, is the capital of the French Riviera, Nice, France. The city was founded by the Greeks in the 3rd century BC, but today, Nice is a multicultural and cosmopolitan city that is the perfect hybrid for any lover of French and Italian culture. The city only joined France in 1860 and has always kept one foot in Italy, showcasing the best of both cultures that can be found from their local Niçard dialect down to their modern Niçois gastronomy. With its deep blue waters of the Cotedazur, year-round sunshine, vibrant street life, and a stunning seaside location, this dramatic backdrop sets for the perfect stroll to breathe in some fresh Mediterranean air while strolling the famous Promenade d'Anglais. We came from Milan, Italy, and had rented a car, and the drive was about 4 hours. I have to say that I was definitely glad that we had a place to park and when we parked, because driving in Nice is not the easiest and a bit crazy, as well as the city is very easily seen on foot. We stayed in the Old Town, the historic part of Nice full of delicious restaurants, pubs, and lots of souvenir shops. Our Airbnb was on the 4th floor, which was the top floor of its building and overlooked the Port Olympia, giving us a stunning view. It was also situated next to the monument to the dead HollyCaputoWanderlust, a monument honoring the Nice citizens killed during World War I. We have just arrived in Nice after a long drive from Milan and a quick kind of stop in Genoa. I'll get into that at another time. But we just arrived at our Airbnb and a little out of breath. It is on the 4th floor and it's a 4th floor walk-up. If you don't know what that means, it means there's no elevator. So up 4 long flights. But when I show you the view, you'll understand completely why it's worth it. So let me show you our Airbnb because I just walked in and it's pretty nice. All right, so let's take a look. Pretty great, right? So we've got really nice little kitchen set here. Here's the living room. Pretty high ceilings, nice little bookcase here. And seating area. The windows are awesome, of course, and my favorite thing about Europe is always the fact that you've got these amazing windows. And check out this view. So it doesn't get any better than that. All right, so let's check out the rest of the house. Parked a few things here in the kitchen. Really nice kitchen though. So pretty spacious. We were told there's a washer and dryers, or at least a washer right here. So that works out for us because we've been traveling for a bit. A dishwasher, coffee maker, the fridge. It's a nice little fridge. Kind of looks like a cabinet, right? Freezer. In here, just some dishes. Alrighty, perfect. So we've got an oven. And then we used one of these in Milan actually, and it's kind of great because it's kind of a grill as well as it bakes. defrost. So it's a microwave, but it does other things as well. We cooked our full dinners actually in there in Milan twice. All right, moving down the hallway, we have a bathroom. It's a nice shower. Oh, look, it's got a little rain shower to it. A little sink in here. There's not a toilet in here because the toilet is actually right when you come in, so we'll go back to that. Got another bedroom here. Size. Oh, and here is a sink and shower, another shower right here. Alrighty. Good to know. So it's got a little TV. Keep moving on. All right, so this must be the master. We've got some closet space, TV. And there is a toilet I saw when you first come in that I didn't show you. Past our bag. So here's the front door, and then there's a little toilet area. We arrived early in the evening, and I was excited to get settled and start exploring the city. I was most excited to walk the famous Promenade d'Anglais. As we stepped out of our Airbnb, there was a cute antique market facing the port that was just closing up as we were approaching. Nice is full of amazing markets, and I couldn't wait to check them all out. We made our way down the promenade, scoping out the cute bars right on the beach, along with the famous blue and white striped umbrellas, to then crossing the street to check out the Cours de l'Ia, the largest pedestrian area in Nice, a narrow road full of colorful buildings known for its markets, restaurants, and souvenir shops. There were so many restaurants that were on the left, right, and had seating down the middle. Also in the center area, mixed into that, was an artesian market setup with tons of jewelry vendors as well as other Nice souvenirs. We walked down the pedestrian area for quite a bit, looking at menus and ducking into souvenir shops, before making a quick right and ending up in Place Messina. A historic, flashy, black and white checkered square that is the main city square. It leads to trams, the train station, as well as to the main shopping area. It contains a huge fountain, the Fountain du Soleil, or in English, the Fountain of the Sun, which is a bronze sculpture of the Greek god Apollo. There you'll also find an amazing splash pad park. We retraced our steps back to the Corsilia and ate at Chez Freddy. We started with moulet and frites, which are mussels and fries, and they are a favorite of mine in France and Belgium. Followed by my next favorite dessert in France, profiteroles. From there we headed back towards our Airbnb, enjoying the beautiful evening on the Mediterranean. The next day, we headed in the opposite direction, walking the rest of the port, admiring all the yachts, before wandering the streets to end up at Place Garibaldi for some lunch at La Giostra. Today is our first full day here in Nice. It's about 70 degrees out right now. It's a bit on the hazy side, a little bit chilly. I think we're gonna go head this way and go check out that area because we haven't walked over there yet. Yesterday, when we first got here, we walked on the Promenade, checked out the beach, of course, ate a little bit of dinner. But today we're gonna just kind of walk around and explore Nice. Tomorrow morning, I know I wanna hit the market here because I love markets. And yeah, it's a pretty nice day here. I mean, it's mid-May, so this is really nice weather for us, where when we were in Milan, it was really hot. So here's to a nice day. Manny had a seafood salad, and I ate the chicken Milanese. From there, I really wanted to do some shopping, so we headed back towards Place Messina. After some shopping, it was time to hit the beach area and enjoy the beautiful Mediterranean setting with a nice drink. So we headed over to the Opera Plage, situated right on the beach, for a nice glass of champagne and to go and dip our toes into the pebbly waters of the Mediterranean. We then decided to be daring and got back in the car to drive down the street next to the Promenade to check out the other end of Nice. After that, it was time for dinner, so we headed back to the Corsalia to Casa Lea, where I had some seafood pasta and Manny had some pizza. It was not only a full moon that night, but a blood moon, and such an amazing clear night in Nice. So we spent the rest of the evening trying to capture the incredible moon along with capturing Nice's stunning evening backdrop. The next day was our last in Nice, and we were up bright and early because I wanted to hit the market before it got packed. On the way, the lighting was so perfect, so of course we had to stop and get our #ILoveNice pic. From there, we walked into the Corsalia to find one of the most spectacular and vibrant food and flower markets that I've ever seen. I've done a separate vlog on the Corsalia markets, which I'll leave in the description because they were incredible. The market dates itself back to the 18th century, and it's open every Tuesday to Saturday. Now, the market is far from just flowers. There's actually a food market that goes on at the same time, and it seems to differ on a daily basis. The scents of the market are delicious: lavender, spices, fruits, and street food. I couldn't believe the amount of exotic spices, and the fresh lavender came straight from Provence. There were beautiful hand soaps and bath goods, marinated olives, truffle goods and olive oils, lush fruits and vegetables, beautiful little cakes and candied fruit, fresh fish, charcuterie, and cheeses. It was a culinary and gastronomic delight, and the flowers were just stunning. One of the #1 must-tries in the market is the famous street food, soca. Soca is basically a giant chickpea pancake on a cast iron skillet, cut into pieces and served in a paper cone. You'll only find it in the Nice area, so you'll want to make sure you try some when visiting.
So excited to try soca. It's good. So it's chickpeas, but it's famous and you can only get it in this region. But they say it sells out all the time, but it's definitely interesting. Cool, now I've tried soca.
After thoroughly enjoying our shopping experience at the market, we walked over before the Opera Nice cotedazur to a place that I was dying to try. It looked like a pink confectionery dream, and it served any style of confectionery, waffles, crepes, and beignets. I had a freshly made beignet with white and dark chocolate and filled with whipped cream. And let me just tell you, it didn't disappoint. From there, I had to work off my calories, and Manny had to do some work. So I climbed the Lander Tower and Castle Hill to check out some amazing views of Nice.
So I am climbing Belanda Hill and Castle Tower by myself because Manny doesn't feel like climbing up the stairs, which look like this. And straight up. So we'll see how I am when I get to the top, but I know it's gonna be really nice views of Nice. He doesn't feel like climbing because he always feels like his drone gets up there, but I think when you personally get to experience it, it's something totally different. So we've made it to the top of Belanda Tower. It wasn't that bad of a climb actually, but really nice views. So I'm gonna take some pics up here. I don't know if I'm gonna climb to Castle Hill. We'll see. I might be good with just this, but we'll go from here. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna keep climbing. So we'll see how far I climb. I don't mind the booty workout of the stairs. I just wonder though, when I get to the top, how different my view is gonna be. So, you know, this is a pretty great view and I can see all of Nice, but there's only so much you can see. So I'm curious as to if anything changed at the top. So I'm actually not climbing up the hill, I'm kind of walking around the hill to where our flat is over by the port, because honestly I'd rather get a view of that. I've already gotten a view of the other side of Nice, and like I said earlier, there's only so much that you can see of that, so I'm going to try to see if I can get a really good view of the port, because I think that that would be more interesting. I'll let you know. Okay, it's a bit windy up here, so not sure you're gonna hear me, but this is exactly the view that I was after. Check this out. And I'm sure it'll be better with me not in it, but it's really great. So funny, there's like an entire world up here when you get up here. I didn't expect to see grass and people and all kinds of things up here, so pretty cool.
And come to find out, there was a whole other world up there at Parc de Montbauron. I didn't realize that all of that was up there. I knew that there was once a castle up there and would be some ruins, but wow. It was definitely worth the trip up.
So I'm really glad that I did the trek up Castle Hill. It's not really that bad. And I think probably it's not that bad because it's not too hot today. If you were doing this in summer, I would say get up really early because it's quite a bit of steps, but the air is really nice and cool, even though the sun is hot. But it's really, really nice up here. So I would definitely say do it. I love the flowers.
After that, I had worked up an appetite, so Manny met me in front of our Airbnb at a place called La Roche Chez Mina Moulin Frit, and they were supposed to have the best mussels and fries in town, hence the name. So I was in my glory. When we were finished with lunch, it was time to visit the local grocery store Monoprix, a store that we were very familiar with in France, and it was time to stock up on all the food items that we needed to bring home to the States with us.
So I am completely in love now with strawberry gelato. But I had to get chocolate and strawberry because that's the best combination ever.
After grocery shopping and short rest, it was time for dinner, and we wanted our last Italian food hurrah. So we headed back to the Corsilia and ate truffle pizza and some pasta for dinner at Campo di Fiori. I was so glad that I finally made it to the Cote d'Azur. Now I understood what all the fuss was about. It was a perfect 3 days of beautiful and relaxing scenery and fresh Mediterranean air. A perfect way to end our vacation. See you next time.